Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is John Toublaris with eXp Realty, and my goodness, don't we have a very special guest and a new member here at eXp Realty, Kerry Mantziounis, coming over from a Remax brand. And so, Kerry, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here, John. I appreciate you doing this interview with me.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you making the time for this. So, Kerry, let's just jump right into it here. Obviously, you've been, 15 years at Remax, your entire real estate career. Can you tell us a little bit about your background in terms of how you got into the real estate, 15 years at Remax? And then the second part question is just basically, what had you decide coming over here to eXp Realty?
Yes. So I've been 15 years in the business, John, full time with Remax, been loyal with them for 15 years, great company. And there was something that really made me, it caught my attention when I knew other top producing agents like myself came over to eXp. Actually, I knew 7 of them. It really caught my attention. And when that caught my attention, I started looking into the company. And I already knew I had to make the switch. And the biggest thing I would say regarding me switching over, not even the fact that there's so many different ways of making income with the company, was all the positive people, these top producing agents that joined the company. I wanted to be around that. I wanted to be around like-minded people. It's very hard to find that in most brokerages, traditional brokerages. There's too much negative energy, I find. And I wanted to find something where the support, positive energy, the environment, that's huge for me. And that was the missing piece I needed to help support my business grow to the next level. I wanted to keep my day positive from the morning until I got out that door to go on appointments. So I wanted to keep myself around all that positive energy. That's big for me.
Absolutely. And with somebody that's doing the amount of production like yourself at a really high level, selling many homes, listing many homes every single year, I can see why the positive environment and the support, getting into that office, getting into the environment with the people that you're surrounding yourself with is critical. So, Kerry, why don't you go ahead and just share what was the process like? Like, was it just something that you jumped right into it, or was it something that you were considering it? Like, what was were you doing some research on the company? Like, what were sort of the things that you were doing prior to coming over? Like, did you attend seminars, events? What was sort of the research process or anything like that? Tell us a little bit about the process on that.
Yeah, great question. So I asked a lot of questions. Actually, you're the first person that told me about it. So yeah. I had a lot of questions for you, if you remember. Not as analytical as you, but I asked quite a few.
That's right.
And I looked into the company. I already knew my decision. I had a feeling this was a good direction to go to. But again, there's always those doubts in your mind. You're like, am I going to make the right decision? Because 15 years being with Remax, my business was doing great. Actually, my last year with Remax, my business went up over 40%. So this wasn't a decision you could just make like that. But in my head, I had a great feeling about it. I said, let me look into it further. And one, I would say, big thing holding me back was I wanted to lock down an office space, because I'm big about, again, environment, no distractions. And I have a young family and I didn't want distractions at home working out of the office. And the great thing with eXp, which excited me, was they're affiliated with Regis Spaces. There's over 50 offices in the Greater Toronto area, which that was amazing, because with my old office, I only had 3 offices to use. Now I have over 50. So that was a great thing. Once I heard about that, I got excited. So then it was my search to find which one do I want to work out of, like my main office, just to work out of. And I locked down a private office in one of those offices. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So there's a couple of things here, right? So number one, you wanted an office, so you never let that stop you, because there's a great quote out there, right? The pessimist always looks for the difficulty in every opportunity, while the optimist looks for the opportunity for every difficulty, right? So although that may have been a little bit of a challenge, let's just call a spade here. For you, you look for the solutions. You look at what's possible. Like, hey, you know what? I get it. I'm looking for an office space. So you went out there, you looked at a couple locations, and you locked down a great office, a beautiful office where you're located right now. And that's fantastic. And the interesting point here is that 15 years, you were 15 years at Remax. And I know a lot of agents are looking at this and saying, oh my gosh, like, you know, I've been with, 10 years, 8 years, 6 years at this brokerage, right? I don't want to make the move. I don't want to switch. But here you are. Everything is going great. 15 years at Remax. Everything is going great. Your business increases over the 40%, yet you still made the move, right? And of course, like you're someone like yourself, you're looking for the opportunity. You're consistently looking for growth. And that's what someone with an entrepreneurial mindset like yourself that is looking for growth does. Now, what were some of the key things there, Kerry, that you saw what was possible for yourself in the future based on the model, the eXp model? What did you see for yourself and for your future vision?
That's an excellent question. And John, what I loved about it was, see, when I look at growth, I don't look at growth just money. I look at growth, how am I gonna feel tomorrow, in 5 years from now, in 10 years from now? How is my family gonna feel around my business, personal, how the people I associate myself with. So when I looked at the eXp model, I saw long-term. I saw the vision of, I'm surrounding myself around like-minded people, top producing agents that, number one, they're doing well for their business, but if I do well in my business, they're also going to do well. They're going to gain from that too. And I said, if they're gaining from me doing well, they're going to help me and support me as well. And that's what I wanted to be around. And the fact that you could carry on whatever you're building with eXp is going to be left for your family down the road. You're creating a legacy for your family, which that was huge for me. And the fact that I had more freedom. When you're an entrepreneur and you have more freedom, more choice, more control, that's a true business person. And when you become a shareholder of the company, see, I'm growing a company now. I'm a shareholder. It's amazing. Yeah. When I started, the stock was at $6. Now it's over $50 a share. So just knowing that you're part of a company that's growing at that pace, and that's been less than 7-8 months being with the company so far. You feel good inside. You feel good that you're part of something that's growing. It's ahead of the trend. It's disrupting the real estate industry right now, right? And I feel good being part of that.
Absolutely. And that's what it is, anything in life, right? Like when you are growing, you feel good about yourself. When people around you are growing, you feel good. I mean, here at eXp, and of course, in our group, we're going to talk about that in a little while here. But, that makes a big, big difference when you see growth happening all around you. And of course, the stock, as our viewers may be watching this, listening to this, there's 5 different ways to earn with the stock. And of course, you have the revenue share as well with that. So let's talk about now in terms of our group here in Toronto, Ontario. Agents Unleashed. What have you seen here so far? You've been here since March of 2020, so it's been 7 months, as you said, or so. Let's talk about, like, what is it about the group that you like the most for yourself first? Let's start off with that.
Well, before I get to that, John, I just wanted to give you a thank you to you for putting together this group and all the things around it that you're creating, because not every group is if you look at any brokerage or any type of group, it's what you do as a leader around that. And what I love about it is the support we have, the communication we have amongst all the eXp agents. And we're always evolving. We have an idea, we all put an idea together and we get it done. Where I found in traditional brokerage, you had an idea, it took a long time for it to get implemented, if it got implemented. So
Yes.
here we're on the fly. We see what's changing in technology, in the industry, and then we go forward and we make that change together. We're working, even though we're as individuals, we're working as a team because it benefits all of us. So that's what I love about our group. We're very together like a family. We're all trying to help each other, either if it's in our business to help grow the company or in our own business to help us with clients. We're all, like, I just got a call yesterday from another great agent in our group, Fernando, and we were just discussing something about clients. We were helping each other out. See, and that's awesome, because any of us could just pick up the phone, ask a question. I'm there to support. You're there to support. We have so many great agents. We got even John Sy out of Vancouver to support. Pablo and Simone. There's so many agents. I can't name them all. And that's one reason why I wanted to be part of your group here. We're all partners helping each other out. And I never really got that at my old brokerage. It's just because of how the business model works. It's not the same. This is a business model that is really changing our industry. And it's, in my belief, it's for the realtor. And when the realtor feels good, guess what? The clients are going to get better service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And that's a key point you had mentioned there about the group. So we definitely have lots of support here. That's why I'm putting on, the Monday calls at 12 o'clock for sales training. Then, of course, we have our Saturday training as well in terms of building our group. And, of course, the support that comes in between that, our monthly mingles that we have going on as well. So looking to be very active and proactive in terms of the community and the support that is here, because I believe that support is critical, right? So whether it's support for newer agents, whether it's support for experienced agents. So let's change gears and actually talk about that for a little bit in terms of the newer agents. So what tips or advice? I mean, obviously you're a top producer here in Toronto. I'm going to ask you these two questions. Let's start off with, what advice would you give to newer agents who are just starting off in the industry, in the real estate industry, if you can remember yourself back 15 years ago? So what advice would you give to the newer agents that they take action on when getting into eXp and, of course, into our group here, Agents Unleashed in Ontario? So what advice would you give to agents coming on board? What are sort of things where you point them in the right direction? Is it the Monday calls? Is it like what sort of thing, like to get their feet wet and get them going so that they can get onto a fast start and really elevate their business and their career?
That's an excellent question. And the answer I'm going to give, I wish I could go back in a time machine 15 years ago and hear what I'm saying right now at this moment. So I would say top 3 things as a new agent coming to eXp to focus on. Instead of focusing on your money and spending on advertising once you come in, I think what's more important is these 3 things. Number 1, it's to surround yourself around positive people, top producing agents. You get that at eXp. There's a lot of top producing agents, even people start up, but positive people. I find that the vibe is great. So that's the first step. Second step, work on your skills. Working on your skills, which is great with our group here in Ontario's premier eXp group, the support you and I and John Sy, Pablo Simone, I could go on with the training that we offer, even outside of the 50 hours that eXp gives for training every week. Like, you're providing great group coaching every Monday on that call. We start off the week with a big rush. All the agents I've partnered and come into eXp love your training on Monday. I've seen their business elevate since they've started the training. So a new agent would take advantage of all that. And that's very important. Building your skills, building your confidence, being around positive people. And I would say the third thing would be just to, well, I lost a little bit of my train of thought. There's so many things I want to say. So we said, like we said skills, positive people. And the third thing I would say is have a plan. Have a plan of what you need to do every day. And the great thing is agents like myself, like you, like everybody else, we have a plan every day. So when you're around people like that and you see, oh my God, these people are waking up early in the morning. They're making their calls to their database. They're out there door knocking, whatever it might be, you're going to start doing the same thing. So I would say focus on all those things as a new agent. And one last thing just to mention, the mentorship program that eXp has.
Yes.
I'm a mentee myself, and I'm mentoring one agent right now that's since coming in. I have another new agent.
You mean you're a mentor? You're a mentor.
Sorry,
and
mentor.
You have mentees.
The mentee, yes, my mistake. So that program is amazing because at any time the mentee would call me, oh, I'm working on a deal, and I'm there on the phone with them and taking them through the steps of what to do. So it's very hands-on training. It's street training. It's not somebody that's telling you, whoa, this is what you should do without having the real experience or being in the current market today. I'm in the market. I'm selling real estate and I'm helping train this person right now that just started in real estate. That's the best training you could get. So it's a very strong program. I know you're also a mentor as well. And I think that was a very smart move on eXp doing that program. It's good for new agents coming in. And I have a few that are going to be taking that are partnering right now with us.
Absolutely. So if you're a new agent watching this, make sure that you get into the mentorship program. You're going to get lots of advice, lots of tips, information. You're going to build your skills. You're basically going to cut time out of the equation so that you can get your first 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions pretty quickly because you work with mentors like myself and like Kerry here at eXp. So what would you say then, Kerry, some tips or advice for very experienced top producers that are looking at the eXp model? What advice, what tips would you give to them that are considering looking at joining us here at eXp Realty?
Yeah, some advice I would give to them considering joining. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've had some top producing agents. I've already come over. Some are on the fence thinking about it. And the more they think about it, they're like, oh my God, the stock's going up. Oh my God, another top producing agent joined. So again, you as an individual, you have to see yourself somewhere. You always have to see, where can I see myself if I was to join? And the best advice I could give you is sometimes you got to take a leap of faith, which is called blind faith, and just go do it. That's how I've grown my business. That's how I've made a lot of changes in my life. I had a belief first in myself that I could do it, and you got to take that leap of faith. And
yeah, and that's what it is, the belief, right? Believe and you achieve, right? Yeah. And having that belief within yourself. Do you have the belief within yourself that you can do it? Do you have the confidence, right? Say a little bit more about that.
And you're going to have criticism along the way of people trying to bring you down. When that happens, you know you're going on the right path, because without criticism and people bringing you down, whenever there's friction, there's pressure. You always tell me this, John, a diamond is formed, right?
Heat and pressure, a diamond is formed.
A diamond is formed. So when you get that, and then when I think back of all the criticism I got before joining, who said it to me, there's a reason why they say it to you. They say it because it's in their best interest. But what's in my best interest is to focus on my family, my business, what's good for me. And the great thing is, coming to eXp, you're not just doing what's good for you. When you join, you're helping everybody else in the organization, which when they get help, they're going to help you. See, you can't get that at any other traditional brokerage. And that's the amazing thing about it. So I already knew I was going to benefit with it. And since I've joined in March, my business has even grown more. I feel better. I've added so many other sources of revenue, of income, I started making a profit after 3 months being in there. So
Wow.
I'm excited. And this is just the beginning. And one piece of advice I'd give agents, top producing agents considering, because that was your original question, is, well, I don't want to get in and start recruiting people. That's what some top producing agents have said to me. And I said, you know what the amazing thing about eXp is? You could go at your own pace. If you feel like asking somebody to come and join us or come and check out our model, our business model, it's up to you. No pressure on you. But the great thing, organically, people will come to you and ask you, oh, why did you make the switch? And people will join you because they'll see the value of our company and what it could do for them. So you only go at your own pace.
Well, and it's also here at eXp, we're all about attraction, not recruiting, right?
Yeah.
So it's how do we attract? In fact, this video that we're doing right now, you know, we have our viewers watching this right now, and they're saying, hey, you know what? I want to talk to these guys. I want to talk to John. I want to talk to Kerry. I want to reach out to him. I want to pick his brain about this company, right? So you see, it's attraction, right? So when you're focusing on doing your very best, you being you, meaning you're doing your very best and you're being your everyday best, then that's very attractive to other people. And then what happens is you start to attract them like a magnet towards you. And of course, that's what you've been doing, Kerry. And you know, so many agents have been reaching out to you and been asking about this model. You've obviously sponsored quite a few people here at eXp, and you continue to do so month after month after month. They're reaching out to you because of the success that you've had. And of course, top producers want to be closer to you, be closer to our group here as we help them to elevate their careers and expand their businesses for years to come. So just one last thing I want to touch upon, and we'll be wrapping it up, Kerry. The brand. Let's talk about the brand, right? Some people say, well, you know, I'm a listing agent. I never really, my clients probably never heard of eXp. I don't know if I'm going to lose out on appointments or something like that. So let's just call the elephant in the room, call a spade here. Obviously, you go on many listing appointments. You take a great number of them as well. What thoughts, what tips or advice would you say about that, just from your own experience, because you continue to successfully list homes, sell homes. So what would you say to someone that's considering or looking at that, or they're just on the fence about that?
You know what, that's a great question, John. And I don't know if you're telepathic, because that's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to share that with you because I couldn't keep it inside.
That's great.
It was a surprise. Like, I knew that when I was going to make the switch. Remember, 15 years being at Remax and then making the switch. I was loyal to the one Remax office for 13 years. So it was there doubt in my mind saying, what will people think? A tiny bit. But I wasn't worried because I knew I was the brand. I knew clients used me because of me. And the huge surprise I had, because I never knew I was going to get it at this level. A lot of my clients, you know what they said to me when I made the switch?
What's that?
Congratulations, Kerry, it's about time. Congratulations, Kerry, I'm proud of you. You know what, Kerry? This is the cutting edge company. I could see this is going to be the disruptor in the real estate industry. We're talking about clients of mine that are CEOs of big companies. They saw the model and they're like, you know what? I want to invest in this company. Can I buy stock? And I go, yeah, it's on the NASDAQ if you want. So, wow. And I get a lot of calls today where a lot of my clients are like, they're happy that they bought stock, and some are unhappy because they never bought stock. But the thing is, I got such a good praise from my clientele. And not once since then have I gone on a listing appointment and even a total stranger saying, what company do you work with? Like, they don't ask me that. I'm the brand.
Because you know, you're the brand, you believe in yourself, you practice your listing presentation, you know what you're going in there for, you've done a great CMA for the client, so you're walking in there very confidently. So again, they are buying your confidence, right? They're buying you, they're buying your confidence at the end of the day, and your competence, right? Your confidence and your competence. That's what these homeowners are looking for. Now, for all these other agents are relying on the brand. I get in certain markets, pockets, maybe certain, $5 million home plus $10, $20 million homes. I get it. But here's the thing. We just had the top luxury realtor in Canada join us. And that's Christopher Invidiata out of Oakville, Ontario. He's joined us. So if you're looking at, well, my market, my brand, well, look at this. Christopher actually just joined us. It was just last week. Right now, it's the first week of October here. And the thing is that it's just amazing what continues to happen here at the company. So brand, no brand, you believe in yourself, you're going to give good value, you're confident, you're competent in your abilities, then the clients, the homeowners, the sellers will choose you, right? Because that's what they're buying at the end of the day. So I'm glad that we brought this up here. It just came to my mind actually right now. I'm glad you call it telepathic. That was on your mind as well. So that's perfect. So excellent. So Kerry, if anyone wants to reach out to you, if they want further questions or information about the eXp model, obviously we have free introduction sessions each and every week, which they can reach out to. Where would someone get a hold of you to ask you such questions or get further information?
Well, as you can see, on this side, that's my website, carryyourhome.com.
Yeah.
And they can reach me on my cell, my direct number, 416-786-5379. The only time I won't answer the phone was if I'm on an appointment, but my assistant will answer it for them and I'll call them back. Excellent.
Fantastic. Well, that's fantastic. Well, Kerry, look, I know you're very busy. We're just about here. You're going to get on the phones to start prospecting here and start building your business, as every agent should out there. So really appreciate your time. Very grateful for the opportunity of having you on here and to be sharing with our audience, with our viewers here as well. And until next time, happy selling, and we'll see you real soon.
Thank you, John, for having me on. And anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. Take care.
Awesome.